United States, U.S. billionaire and one of the major prominent persons that campaigned with his own resources for the return of President Donald Trump to the White House for a second tenure, Elon Musk has again condemned the latest version of tax and spending bill presented by President Trump as released by the U.S. Senate, describing the president policy as utterly destructive that will destroy millions of jobs in the U.S. and caused a strategic harm to the country. This, Elon Musk stated on Saturday. Barely few weeks he settled feud with President Trump after he had openly rejected the bill and criticized the policy, which sparked serious concerns between both, who had continued for days to lash out on each other with words on social media. Elon Musk made the latest expression of strong disapproval against the tax spending policy on Saturday in a comment he made in reaction to an ex-social media tweet of Jesse D. Jenkins he reshared on his personal verified ex-social media handle. Jesse D. Jenkins had tweeted that the new Senate draft raises taxes on all wind and solar projects that haven't begun construction today unless they are placed service by end of 2027 and navigate complex, likely unworkable requirements to prove they don't use a drop of Chinese materials. After that, this bill adds a new tax on wind and solar projects that can't prove the same. Reacting, Elon Musk tweeted and said, "The latest Senate draft. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has sought the help of Pope Leo XIV to prevail on President Vladimir Putin of Russia to release Ukrainian children and women held in Russia, saying, the government of Russia held the children and women against their will, while he thanked the Pontifex for his continued prayers and compassion for the people of Ukraine." President Volodymyr Zelenskyy made the request on Saturday when he commented on Pope Leo XIV tweet on X social media, in which the Pope had expressed sadness and sympathy for the people killed in Ukraine. Pope Leo XIV in the X social media tweet had said, "I express my closeness to martyred Ukraine, to the children, the young people, the elderly, and especially to families who mourn their loved ones. I share your sorrow for the prisoners and victims of this senseless war." President Zelenskyy, through his verified X social media handle, responded to the post and said, "Thank you, Your Holiness at Pontifex, for your continued prayers and compassion for Ukraine and our people. Together we must stop this wanton Russian aggression and protect innocent lives. A just peace is needed, and we would also deeply appreciate your kind help in bringing back all our people, adults and children, held in Russian captivity against their will." Meanwhile, President Zelenskyy also on Saturday, in a statement to mark the 2025 Constitutional Day of Ukraine, thousands of mourners on Saturday put on mostly black and black clothes and rallied from Enghelab Square to Azadi Square in Tehran, the Iranian state capital, to honor the country's top military commanders, nuclear scientists, 4 little children and 4 women among the hundreds of people killed during the 12 days war the Islamic country had with Israel and the United States, US, with the mourners chanting anti-US and Israel songs while the Iran Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, was not seen at the funeral, with reports indicating that he has remained out of public space and still taking cover in a well-secured hideout since, on Tuesday, the ceasefire between the two countries had been brokered, and the cynosure of many eyes at the state funeral ceremony was the arrival and appearance of 2 top senior Iranian military officers previously declared killed by Israel, Ali Shamkhani, senior advisor to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei, and Esmail Qaani, commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC Quds Force, which Israel Defense Forces, IDF, had claimed to have assassinated with an airstrike on the 13th of June 2025 during the start of the Iran-Israel war. However, Iranian state media contradicted the IDF report on the 20th of June that the officials are still alive, and they were in stable condition after recovering from severe injuries from the strike. According to the Islamic Republic, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has listed what the troops of Operation Rising Lions achieved in a 12-day war with the Islamic Republic of Iran, stating that Israel will now pursue the path of making peace with nations in the Middle East and compensate those that suffered damages, specifically stating that all the buildings destroyed by Iran ballistic missiles will be rebuilt anew by the Israeli government for the victims, adding that Without the immense achievements in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Syria, and against the said terrorism in Judea and Samaria, Israel would not have been able to reach Tehran, made the statement on Tuesday evening after Iran President Masoud Pezeshkian announced an end to the 12 days tense and frightening military campaigns that the United States, led by President Donald Trump, took side with Israel and officially and openly got itself involved in the war on Saturday 2025 when U.S. special military troops flew several B-2 bombers, fighter jets and attacked 3 Iranian cities of Fordo, Natanz and Isfahan with allegations that the Iranian nuclear facilities in the cities have been destroyed, allegations several media reports and authorities in Tehran have dismissed, but in retaliation to the U.S. invasion of the Iranian territory, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC launched 6 missiles into Qatar on Monday with the intention to destroy U.S.
Azadi Square, bringing you the news in a more digital way.